For an entire generation of Indians, there was one plan that never needed explaining. Let's go to Goa. College trips, bachelor parties, office groups, solo travelers. Goa was not just a destination, it was the destination. But the plan does not feel the same anymore. The same people who swore by Goa are now booking their flights to Bangkok, to Da Nang, to Bali. And the numbers telling a sobering story. In 2019, Goa welcomed about 9.37 lakhs foreign tourists. However, in 2025, only 5.18 lakhs foreign tourists visited. Yes, there is a slight improvement in 2025 compared to 2024 or 2023. However, there was a drastic 45% decrease from 2019 to 2025. Officials will tell you that tourism is booming in Goa. Yes, in one sense it is correct. Over 1 crore Indians visited Goa in 2025, but the foreigners are not coming back. And increasingly, neither are the Indians who are having options. So, what happened? How did India's most iconic beach destination lose its edge? To understand the fall, we must always understand the rise. Goa was not always Indian. For about 450 years, it was a Portuguese colony, the last one to be liberated in 1961. The colonial history left behind something very unique. Old Latin churches, whitewashed villas, a laid-back Catholic culture, completely unlike anywhere in India. Then came 1960s. Western hippies arrived searching for freedom, music, and escape. Anjuna, Vagator, Kalangut, these beaches has become legendary among the global backpackers circuit. Then in 1990s, post-liberalization, India discovered Goa, a growing middle class with disposable income and hunger for leisure. Goa offered them something that they haven't had it before, a beach vacation that felt international without needing a passport. In 2000, Goa had become a genuine global identity rooted in unique local culture. That combination is almost impossible to manufacture, but Goa didn't even need to try hard. For years, Goa's pitch was simple, affordable, fun, accessible, but now that pitch is broken. Return flight from Delhi or Mumbai to Goa during the peak season like December, New Year, or during long weekends easily cost around 15,000 to 40,000. Add a decent hotel, 6,000 to 15,000. Add food, activities, and travel. Your budget Goa trip has quietly become 60 to 80,000 holiday. Now, here is where it is getting uncomfortable. For roughly the same budget or even less budget, you can easily fly to Thailand or Vietnam. A decent mid-range hotel in Da Nang or in Bangkok costs you around 2,500 to 4,500 per night. Street food is extraordinary, genuinely cheap. Beaches are cleaner, infrastructure is amazing, and you're getting something that Goa can no longer provide the same thing at that price point, and also the feeling that you are getting something more than what you paid for. What causes this inflation happened specifically in Goa? 3 things happened after COVID. 1. Revenge travel flooded Goa with the demand it was not prepared for. 2. Real estate prices shot up as wealthy builders from Delhi and Mumbai buys properties in Goa. 3. Goa's emergence as the India's top wedding destination has pushed the luxury hotels' prices upward across the border. The result? The destination, which still sells itself as a budget paradise, is not cope up or it's not providing the experience what you pay for. Yes, again, over 1 crore Indians visited Goa in 2025, but who that crowd is? A large group of domestic tourists, wedding parties, wedding gatherings, the backpackers, the young Indian tourist with passport option, the global tourist who put Goa on the global map are now gone. Goa is not dying, it is changing, filling up the bottom while emptying the top. And the foreign numbers, which declined 45% from 2019, which clearly tells you with which direction Goa is heading. If there is one thing that consistently ruining your first experience or first impression in Goa, it is getting yourself from airport to your hotel. Most of the world's top most tourist destination, the process is very simple. You arrive, you open the app, you book the cab, and you land in your place. It is as simple as that. No bargaining, no explanation. But in Goa, that experience does not exist in the same way. Ride-hailing apps has faced severe resistance from the local taxi operators. The result, tourists faced severe price hike, dynamic pricing based on the people, based on the country where they are from, no transparency in the prices. 800 rupees for a 10 minutes ride, 1500 rupees charges for from airport to a mid-range hotel which is 15 kilometers away. No app, no transparency, no other option. Many tourists says that their trip starts with negotiation, not with relaxation. And the first impression before the beach, before the first drink, before the first sunrise, that shapes everything. But here is a thing about Goa that no price chart can fully capture. What made Goa Goa was not just beaches, an atmosphere, a pace, a feeling. Locals calls it as a suscard, a Portuguese Konkani word roughly translate into a relaxed contentment, the art of slowing down without a guilt. Old shacks, plastic chairs, fish curry, fenny, cold beer, cashew grooves, that Goa is very hard to find nowadays. And it is mostly replaced with Mumbai-Delhi style commercial clubs, rooftops, night bars. And on top of that, the 10 p.m. sound curfew quietly killed the organic late night Goa beach culture which differentiate Goa from any other cities in India. When tourists complains about their experience and their pricing in Goa, the response from the corner is very simple. Don't come then. The frustration is understandable. The over-tourism is real. Challenges the locals are facing because of the tourists is completely making sense. However, there should be a balance from both the sides. When visitors are being treated as inconvenience instead of being treated as a guest, obviously they will go towards the place, towards the country where they are mostly feel welcome. And let's be very honest here, Goa is no longer competing with Kovalam or Gokarna or Pondicherry. It is competing with Phuket, Bali, Da Nang, and the competition is ruthless. Thailand crosses about 2 million visitors from India, especially in the year 2024. And Vietnam is getting a lot of flights, a lot of tourists, especially from the tier 2 cities in India. In Goa, your vacation starts with a negotiation. However, in Bangkok, your ride is already booked before your luggage arrives. Price, cleanliness, safety, hospitality, food, transport, culture, in almost every aspect, Vietnam and Thailand are beating Goa. And Goa still has something that no government can manufacture overnight. A history, a experience, a story that no other place has in India right now. The Portuguese streets of Fountainhurst, the trans legacy of Anjuna, the quiet fishing villages that still exist if you know where to look. Goa had every advantage. The beaches, the culture, the global reputation, but somewhere along the way it stopped competing. The famous Goa plan did not disappear. It will simply move to somewhere else, to Vietnam, to Bangkok, to some other destination that will simply understand the truth. Tourists don't just travel for beaches, they travel for experiences that feel worth it.